him.
Out of all those people, what you recall, who did Junior pop for?
Usually just like he was really cool with the alpha males. He liked them. The Lucha Dragons came out. He liked the Lucha
was
Dragon.
Sin Cara and the other guy?
Well, it was only the one guy. I can't remember which one. They both kind of look alike to me. I couldn't really tell them apart.
One's Puerto Rican, then. Come on.
Well, I mean, they both got masks. I don't know who's who.
I think one's from Texas.
I want to say it wasn't Sin Caras because I think Sin Caras has that whole shoulder blacked out.
Yeah.
And I don't recall that being the guy that was out there.
Who's
So it was the other guy. Kalisto, yes. Yeah. So I believe it was Kalisto, and Junior really popped because the crowd really got nuts for that. All the kids started getting up and singing that Lucha. So they were going kind of nuts with
Junior's
that.
like, man, what's going on? What am I missing now?
And then the Randy Orton, he popped. He likes Randy Orton's song. He likes his little
weird
intro.
That I don't imagine the kids would like Randy Orton because he's a little dark and shit.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I think it's more the song. I think it's a catchy tune, and he really digs it. And then other than John Cena, the only other guy that he really dug was The Miz. He was really into The Miz.
Who did The Miz fight? You remember?
I don't remember who he fought.
Was Maurice with him?
Yeah, Maurice was with him.
That was worth the money just alone.
And he had a really long promo when he first came out. He's doing his little promo, and he keeps trying to mention how Moline sucks. And every time he would raise his mic to say it, and be like, me and my wife, this is a garbage town. Here at, and then he would just, kind of do like a long arching move with his mic. And every time he would move, the crowd would just get so loud that he couldn't even talk. And he did that for literally like a minute. Just back and forth. Yeah.
Each town sucks.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Who plays here? Oh, yeah, man, your baseball team sucks.
Yeah.
And someone would come out, I've been here, and this place is awesome.
Yeah, and then the other guy comes out, and then they had a pretty good match. I think Miz went over on that match. But Miz
has come a long way, man. He main evented a couple WrestleManias and knocked them down, but he's a pretty good heel.
I think the WWE is giving him a lot of respect this go around, and they're trying to push him up.
Right.
I think he's moving up from mid card to maybe the top card.
He's a good IC guy, mid card, but I think that's how they see him. But he's come a long way from the top, and what they're doing now especially with the match he had at WrestleMania with Cena. They're giving him a lot of leeway to be a fucking dick, basically.
Yeah. But no, it was good, man. The trip was good. The time out there was good. Got some good restaurants while we were out there. Some
more Cracker Barrels.
Moline, some Cracker Barrels, and then the Mississippi River. Just watching the river there, man. It's really awe inspiring. Just watching how big that is, the bridges. It was just a really cool time.
So you're saying you disagree with the Miz? It's not a garbage town.
I didn't stay there long enough to really tell. And where I was staying seemed really like an industrial area. It was kind of weird.
Jobs, then. It means jobs.
No,
smell means jobs.
And that's what I was telling my wife. I'm like, it's by the Mississippi River, so there's probably like a lot of dock jobs, a lot of shipping containers. So there's probably like a lot of commerce here with whatever shipping boats or whatnot. So, yeah, you could tell it was a lot of industrial, a lot of jobs, stuff like that. So, but it was a good time, man. It was a good trip. I enjoyed myself. I know Junior was kind of hyped, so we can't wait to go to our next wrestling show. I'll probably try to go to an actual SmackDown or an actual Raw, so he could see all the fireworks and all the just all the craziness. Even though this one, it did have some good production, but no fireworks.
Did you see that they're going to be in town for NXT?
The NXT takeover. I saw those tickets are coming. Rude is going to be the guy with the strap. Yeah, the main guy, and there was a few other guys that I
think I would have gone if they would have had Nakamura, but since they brought him up, I don't think.
Yeah, they pushed him up, man. Which I don't really know much about him, and it was like the first time I really heard his intro, and it's a pretty catchy tune with the violin.
King of Strong Style, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man.
That guy was an MMA fighter, and then he wrestled, and his stick in Japan was really strong, and then he was kind of eccentric and stuff. He was kind of weird, and people really dug him, and then they signed. He's already old. He's like in his mid to late 30s. So I don't know how much of a run or how hard they can really push him. But because the WWE travel that schedule's a grind. What everybody you read about, especially at that age. So we'll see. Let's see how it's gonna be interesting to see how he does.
No, for sure, man. And speaking of WWE, Andy, I also watched WrestleMania.
Who didn't?
I tuned in, and like I mentioned, I ended up getting the network like the day before WrestleMania because Junior was really excited. So we wanted to see the John Cena and Nikki Bella versus Maurice and The Miz. That was like
hold on. Was Alana excited because she wanted to see Nikki Bella beat the shit out of Maurice or something?
Nah, she didn't really watch it. I forgot what she was doing while me and Junior were watching the wrestling show. And then, to be honest, Junior didn't really watch much at all. He just watched the John Cena, and then he kind of like would be in and out. He would go play with his toys, and he would come back and just watch like a quick spot or two, and then he would take off again.
Wasn't excited to see Kurt Angle, man?
No. I was excited, man. I didn't get to watch the Hall of Fame. I didn't sign up early enough for that. Ended up watching it like the day or so after. But, man, WrestleMania was pretty cool, man.
You watched all 20 hours of it?
No, I just watched it starting like at 6 o'clock or whatever time it started. All the way to... I didn't even watch the ending, to be honest. I watched it up to the Brock Lesnar match. And then once I saw the next match was some women's title belt something, I was just like, I'm going to bed.
Lesnar?
Yeah, that was the last one that I watched.
Goldberg wasn't selling shit.
I think it was part of the show. I think it was to show that he is like, like a freak of nature, and he these bumps don't hurt him. But then I'll tell you what, after 10 suplexes, you saw him get up really slow. So I think he showed it well that all these suplexes just kept wearing him down to the point where he made him human again, and he wasn't like this supernatural beast anymore.
Right.
So, no, man, I thought it was cool. Did you end up watching WrestleMania?
Yeah, I watched the parts of it. My stream had a lot of issues. But, I watched that Lesnar. I saw the Triple H Rollins match. I saw... what was the other one I saw? I saw like 4 matches live, and then it was just freaking long. I didn't watch none of the Diva stuff. I saw them come up. I'm just like, man, I'm going to the bathroom, man. I just turned off the stream. And then I did not see the Undertaker Roman thing. But it was just too long. I watched, what was the other one I watched? The Hardys returned. I saw that.
Yeah, the tag.
That was kind of interesting. I think they got like the biggest pop of the night.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I don't know. They're still debating of using that broken gimmick. I don't know. I don't think so. They're being very careful how they word it.
Well, I think they're having problems with what is it called? Impact. I don't think they want to give it up.
Shown that it was trademarked by Matt the Hardys, but they're like disputing it, and so I don't know what they're gonna do. It's gonna be. That's why they're like very limited on how to use it on the WWE because they don't want to pay them or something. So it's gonna be interesting seeing what they do. Yeah,
man. From the show, the few things that I recall, AJ Styles versus Shane O'Mac.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I wanted to see it, and I didn't get time to see it.
Yeah, it was pretty good, man. Obviously the whole thing was that Shane's not a wrestler. That all he does is these big high spots, and that's it. So what they actually did for the match is that he came out and actually tried to wrestle. He did like arm bars, hip tosses, and whatnot. And then he was doing like MMA finishers, like an arm bar, and he was doing like this like chicken
AJ?
hold. Yeah, he was trying to do them on AJ. And then AJ was obviously trying to sell it, trying to make it look like he was a wrestler or whatnot.
He was like, this ain't shit, man.
And then towards the end, they started getting back into the gimmicky stuff. He did the Van Terminator thing where he jumps from rope to rope.
AJ?
No, Shane. He jumped from the top rope, and they put it like a garbage can in front of AJ, and he tried to hit him on the other side.
You think Van Damme can still do that?
Yeah. Actually, I think I seen it on some house show that he did not too long ago, maybe a few months ago on a highlight thing. And he was still doing that move.
Can you do that?
Nah, man, no way can I jump that far.
How far would you think you would get?
Nah, probably not even halfway. The other good high spot that happened during that match is that he did like this. AJ did like this baseball slide while Shane was on the outside, and man, he got him pretty good. And Shane flipped over the announcer tables, and he took a pretty good spill, and he sold it pretty good. I was just like, wow, that looked pretty good.
It's because probably he's really hurt.
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't doubt it. The other thing, which I thought was kind of shitty, is that Shane, AJ gave Shane the Clash Styles, or what do they call it? Styles Clash.
The move that's very dangerous.
Yeah, he gave him the move, and it actually looked kind of sloppy. He kind of like did it on the side, and then he goes to pin Shane, and Shane kicks out. And I was just like, how could they have Shane kick out of the Styles Clash? They make a big deal about selling it, that this is like the best move ever, and it's like so really dangerous and whatnot. So to me, I would think you would want to protect the move and not let a guy that doesn't wrestle kick out of this move. Like, you would save it for like a Undertaker kicking out at WrestleMania kind of thing. Like, that would be the only moment somebody would kick out of it. Otherwise, when they put that move on you, that's it. It's over. You're not kicking out of it. It's, to me, when you do stuff like that, it kind of downgrades the move. Kind of like the pedigree now. I remember when the pedigree used to get snapped on and you used to get it, that's it. The match is over. There's no kicking out. But now, you never know. They even do like 3 or 4 pedigrees in a match now, because they have to do so many to kind of sell it that this guy's not going to get up anymore.
It's just the generation. It's just the way it is now, because it's like normal. It's normal now, so they gotta do something different. Like the Styles Clash, like when he was doing it at other places, like people legitimately got hurt because it was kind of sloppy, and the guy wasn't really prepared when he did it. It's like a lot of teamwork to make that work, and if you're not ready, you're gonna get fucked up. I seen somewhere the guy was just like, he barely was able to tuck in before, like when he fell and did the move. And I seen people who did it, they get like really hurt. So that's why WWE's never said that they weren't not going to use it. They're just going to use it very limited. And like you said, if he doesn't do it all the time, and he does, and he kicks out, like, then what's the purpose of doing it? It's just another normal move.
Yep, I agree. But otherwise, a pretty good match. Most of the other cards, nothing really big, exciting. The Battle Royal and all that women's matches. The Hardys, like you said, man, that was pretty good to see them come back. At first, they had not announced them, and I had not heard about them coming back. So when they first announced the 3 tag teams that were wrestling, New Day came out, and they're like, "Yeah, this is going to be a fatal 4-way." And I thought, I'm like, they're going to bring out the New Day. I'm like, I don't even want to watch these guys wrestle. Then all of a sudden, the Hardys came out of nowhere, and they came in as the 4th tag team. So it was pretty exciting. Was never really a huge Hardys fan, but I kind of like their high spots, jumping off ladders and tables.
The tag team they're going to bring out was the Steiners.
No, I don't think Pump can do it anymore. I don't think
he can still do it, man.
Did you see how long that ramp is? I don't think he'd be able to make it all the way down there.
He could do it, man. I think I don't think his brother could bark the whole way down, though.
Yeah. But yeah, the Hardys was pretty good. That whole tag team match was all right. It got kind of sloppy at times, but it was pretty cool, man. A few other things that I remember, the Triple H entrance I thought was pretty cool. When he came out he came out on the motorcycle, and then Stephanie on the back, and then he came down with like police motorcycles. I thought the motorcycle looks pretty cool. I thought his little jacket, costume thing looked pretty cool. I thought it was better than last year's Terminator thing, where he came out with like the cyborg gimmick shit on
now
there.
It's like every WrestleMania he has this intense entrance and costumes and all this other shit. Yeah, the bike thing, I saw it and I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, you're not even known as like a biker, dude. Like, I don't know. And then Stephanie out there with that scowl, like I don't know, man. This is weird. I was like hoping like he does something wrong and like the bike, something happens and he goes flying off.
Yeah, I did think about that.
Like, sweet. I'm like, how would they edit that out?
Yeah,
like,
I did think about that, because when he got to the bottom, he started revving it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wouldn't it be funny if the brake releases and he just takes off?
Because I never known him to be like a motorcycle guy. I don't even think he knew one. I know Vince. I seen pictures of Vince with driving motorcycles.